I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and all the Akim out there that be pushing his truth with nothing but sincerity in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Um, Apostle Gabar was making videos called Expose Them, right? So, today I want to speak upon the Elaine massacre, that happened in Arkansas. And I think it was approximately like 200 and some Jakes died. I know I was in the 200s that they died. And guess how many Edomites died? Because it all started with this one Jake, right? They're all in the military. They're all soldiers. So back in 1914, I believe 12 and 14. So it was the First World War, And this Jake, right, he was a soldier. He saw other Jakes though that they weren't getting paid well. They were in the farming business, aka slavery, and the masters, what I mean, they weren't paying them good labor. So the soldier um, was like, you know what though, let's just start growing our own cotton. You know what I mean? Let's start doing our own thing. Pretty much community. So they started doing that. Things the matter. So a bunch of Jakes that went to the army though, or to the Marines though, they got together and then so there was this church, abandoned church, the old church. So right there they would have their meetings, and they would have then this particular night, this particular day. So there was 6 Jakes outside the church though with weapons and things like that. Just being security guards and shit though. So next thing you know, this car pulled up on them, and it was 2 Edomites, and gunfire, arose from both of them. One of the Edomites happened to get killed, so then the other Edomites started making an uproar. So they started killing Jakes in that town, you know. So it got crazy though. So the Jakes though they had to hide in the wilderness, in the forest, in the wilderness, and things of the matter because they even sent 500 U.S. soldiers to that town, right? But the U.S. soldiers said, "Damn, there's a bunch of Edomites with guns, hundreds of Edomites with guns." So Jake, seeing that there was U.S. soldiers there, went up to them, some of the Jakes. So guess what these soldiers did to them? Massacred them. They killed them with the machine guns. They tear them up though. You see? So they look upon them like, oh, you know what? These are, they're gonna have our back though. Hell no. Them 500 soldiers uh killed the Jakes that came out of the wilderness. They were seeking for help, and Jake was seeking for help, and they end up getting killed. You see? So this kept going on. They captured him. They captured the Jakes. They indicted him. Shit. They put him in prison, in jail. They had to use a school for a facility to hold Jake in there. So they got all bad though. You know what I mean though? And that's the thing. How you gonna well, let me get it. Also, like I know it's second. I think it's first. Oh yeah, second address 10 and 13, or 13 and 10. So like yeah. Yeah. So you can't trust your enemy because it's like that's why we're trying to wake up the. Oh, what's the rock though? It says Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. See, his perpetual hate never changes towards Jake. You know what I mean? So that's why when we go out in the highways and byways trying to wake up the hopeful elect, though, we try to wake up Israel to let them know, hey, you guys are Israelites, and your enemy is the Edomite. You know what I mean? But see, like those Jakes that thought, those Jakes that thought the U.S. Soldiers were gonna help them, they killed them. See, it's like you going out to fight a war. You're gonna go out to fight a war that these Edomites don't give a fuck about you. They look at you as trash. You know what I mean? Like a piece of gum under the foot of the shoe. So you see, but that's the thing about it, though, man. These Jakes believed in the system. They believed in these Edomites, and guess they got death. So therefore, We're not supposed to trust this fucking devil, man. We're supposed to expose him. You know what I mean? So that little summary that I just said, it was actually true though. It was called Elaine massacre. You know what I mean? And the one that started it, he ended up leaving to Kansas. He escaped though. He ended up going to Kansas, but the rest of the people that he knew got killed or died the other day. You know what I mean? So, how are you supposed to trust your enemy? How are you supposed to, you go to war with your enemy. You're what's it called, going to bed with your enemy. You know what I mean? But that's the thing about it though, man. Like Jake don't know. Jake don't know who and he don't even know who they himself are. They don't even know who the enemy is though. You see? So let me get and then too the Edomite, they probably start shooting at them Jakes first, and then them Jakes defended themselves and ended up killing one of them Edomites. So that one Edomite most likely told a lie to the people in town and shit. You know what I mean? And told them, oh, these, oh yeah, because they started making uproars, and it was green light on Jake still. So that Edomite could have told them, oh, they started shooting at us, but most likely it was them Edomites that started shooting at them Jakes first though. So this is Psalms 35 and 11. False witnesses did rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not. See, and that's the thing. That Edomite that survived probably told the other Edomites in the town, like, hey, these guards started shooting at us first, though. So, they ended up killing, and then he had evidence for a dead body. They killed Willie. They killed Willie, and now we gotta kill them all. You know what I mean? It's like you kill one, you gotta kill all of them, exterminate all the Jakes, though. You know what I mean? See, that's what I'm saying. False witnesses, they'd rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not. You know what I mean? But that's what that Edomite did, though. Most likely, that's what the Edomite did. He rised up, though. You know what I mean? And said, "Oh, these guys did that," but then Jakes didn't know. Them Jakes didn't know what was coming to them. You know what I mean? They probably had a little scent, but man, they didn't think, because they were the Edomites were ransacking. They were killing Jakes, going into their homes, fucking up their stores and shit. Though, just doing some nigga shit, you know what I mean? And they were doing all that shit though. Like all that shit though. So this is Lamentations 5 and 5. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. We have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread. But you see, you go out there, fought a war for Esau, and then you come to the States though, and they still fucking hate you. You know what I mean? They still fucking hate you, man. It says we have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians. You know what I mean? And they thought, oh, we're gonna get the civil, what's it called? We're not gonna be civil. There's not gonna be no segregation between us and the Edomites and shit, though, and yada yada. But look, man, look what happened. You Jake's defended yourself, kill one of them, and they want to kill everyone you know. You know what I mean, though? That's how these Edomites get down. But you want to go ahead and shit and be like, well, you know what, but some are cool, cause you know what, that was my mentality before too. No, I was like, man, but some are cool. Hey, but there could have been a speckled bird though. But on realization though, man, you come to the conclusion, a lot of them are wicked, man. A lot of Edomites are fucking. All Edomites are wicked, of course, but you might look at this person like, nah, but guess what? In his heart, you don't know what dwells in their heart though. You know what I mean? You don't know what dwells in people's heart though, and that's the truth. The mind, the heart, and the mind. Only the Most High does. You know what I mean? But records show, like a bunch of the Google top 10 serial killers. They're all gonna be Edomites, school shooters, Moabites, and Edomites, school shooters. There was one not too long ago and shit killed like 4 of them. You see, and he was Edomite. You could tell, like, he had an evil ass fucking look in his eyes. You ever seen the mug picture, the mug shot? You look in his eyes, all you see is fucking wickedness, man. You know what I mean? Well, let me just show you real quick, man. I don't give a fuck if this video gets taken down. You know what I mean? But to know what I'm talking about, I'll just show you. Forgot what that guy's name was. That kid's name was. Look at that. Just right here in orange. You telling me those eyes ain't wicked though? Look at that. That guy wants to fucking kill you. Look at those eyes, man. Demons though, man. Demons though. You could tell he has no remorse. But which a bunch of these Edomites don't have remorse, you know what I mean though? They fucking you looked at his eyes though, you don't see nothing but remorse. This guy will kill you and make a sandwich within that same hour he killed you. Make a sandwich, eat it, and watch cartoons. You know what I mean? Those are that type of cycle, you know? And they want to say that he had problems and shit though. Yeah, he's fucking Esau. He's always gonna have problems. So this is Proverbs 6:16. This 16 doth the Most High hate, yea, seven are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. And that's what happened in that Elaine massacre. You know, Esau always has a proud look, man. You see him, evidence right now. You see him driving around in big trucks and shit, but they're fucking flag in the back. You know what I mean? You're telling me that ain't vanity? That's a bunch of vanity right there, man. And a lying tongue. They lie about shit. Look at the Karens. The majority of them are Edomites. They lie about shit, stupid shit, man. You know, they lie about they want to call the cops on you right away. Lying about shit though. You know what I mean? And it says, and hands that shed innocent blood. You telling me, of course the Most High makes things happen through his left hand side though, of course. But Esau killed in the Lane massacre, they killed 200 and I think 32. Well, let's check it out real quick, man. It says, okay, it was 1919. At Hoop Spirit in the city of Elaine, Arkansas, some records of the time state that 100 through 300 African Americans, which is Judah, and 5 white men were killed. 100 through 300 though. Compared to 5 Edomites, come on, that's a big ass fucking that's a big ass difference. You know what I mean? See, so that was the Elaine massacre. It happened that Negroes planned to kill all whites. So, and they used propaganda. You know, look at slaughter was to begin with 21 prominent men as the first victims. And look at see, it says blacks had had armed themselves and planned to kill every white person inside when the plot was exposed. See, those are the lying telling you shit, man. That's the lying telling. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Look at a lying tongue and hands that shed innocent blood. So they were lying. They were putting this as propaganda, like, hey, you gotta watch out with these Negarts, though. They're trying to kill us. Oh, we're gonna have to kill them first. You know what I mean? Fucking Esau with this stupid ass fucking sayings and shit, though. But that's the thing, man. They seen that shit though, and they all green light. You know, they had that perpetual hate in their heart anyway. So to them, it was nothing. It was natural to kill Jake. You know, so they use that propaganda, kind of like the media now. You know what I mean? It's the same shit. Nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It's the same old shit though. Used to media, and they push that shit though, man. In higher grounds now, because you know we live in a time of technology and shit. You know what I mean? But Esau always had that perpetual hate towards Jake, though. You know what I mean? Because let me get Amos 1:11. Thus say the Most High, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. You see? He kept his wrath forever, though. That shit was never going to change, though. His perpetual hate towards Jake is never going to change, man. And that was just one example. That was just one example, you know what I mean? But guess what, though? Actually, in Amos 9, we're going to get the kingdom, man. You know what I mean? We're going to get the kingdom. Well, let me get 9 and 10. This is for Esau. All the sinners of my people. Oh, no, Slakia. Let me get 9:11. In the day I will raise up a tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as the days of old. 12. That they may possess the remnant of Edom, and all of the heathen which are called by my name, thus say the Most High that doth this. See, that they may possess the remnant of Edom. So we're gonna be fucking them up and shit, though, you know. And according to Psalms, the second chapter too. You know what I mean? So let me get that one real quick. I think it's 2 and 8. Yeah, it says, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel." Ooh, see? It says, "Thou dash them in pieces like a." I mean, we're gonna go hard on Esau, man. Especially Esau, though. That means we're gonna whip you and break you so hard, man. It's gonna fuck you up mentally. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna mentally probably commit suicide, like Esau always does and shit. Anyways, shooting up the whole you know what I mean, family, then puts the gun to himself and pulls the trigger. That's what Esau does. You know what I mean? So that's the thing about it, man. I just get to the last precept though. So this is Psalms 109. 2. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. See, they compass me with about also with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause. See, and that's the thing, you know. Back then, I mean, in the South though, man, they use anything to fucking man, you know, you'll be like, oh, this fucking nigard looked at me crazy. Let's get the boys and the shotguns and go to his house and kill him. You know what I mean? That type of shit was happening in the South. You know, probably too here in California, but I noticed here in California, um, not to boost up California though, but we don't take that shit here, man. Them Edomites try to get crazy with us. Like I remember in school, man, like them Edomites were scared of us. You know, maybe it was just my personal experience though, but I remember the Edomites wouldn't cross that line with us, man. They'll get beat. They'll get beat into dashes. So you know what I mean? Right here, you know, Jake don't fuck around over here with Esau, man. Because if Jake try to get crazy, Esau try to get crazy with Jake, Jake will put his foot down his neck, though. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's just a California thing, but over here, man, like, um, Esau try to come at us sideways and shit. We go to war with Esau over here, you know. And like I said, I'm not boosting up California and shit, but we don't play with that shit. You know what I mean? And I remember too, when I used to live in Oregon, this Edomite called this girl that I knew a beaner, you know. So me and one of my friends over there in Oregon, we confronted that Edomite. We're like, hey, what's up? We hit him up like, hey, what's up? You over here, calling, I forgot her name though, a beaner and shit. He's like, oh, he didn't even deny it though. He said, oh, I'm sorry. And then he was all like, we're like, nah, fuck that. And I remember we were right there like in the bus stops and shit. People were trying to, or people were getting into the buses and shit though, and trying to, and all this shit. It was me and my friend were talking to this one Edomite, and he had two homies, and they left him. They left him to go inside a bus, so he was left by himself and shit. Me and my friend were, scaring him and shit. He got to the point where he was like, that Edomite was like, what do you want? You want my iPod? Like, what do you want? All scared and shit. We were like, nah. Next time you say some stupid shit like that, we're gonna, run up on you. You know what I mean? It was on some Jake shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, I wasn't playing around with that, And he was all scared and shit. My friend was like, you're under a scope. He told him, you're under my scope. You know what I mean? But that's the thing, man. That I doubt that Edomite ever said that word again. Well, not around people that we knew at the time. But see, that's the thing, man. That's the thing, man. Edomites, man, they're wicked, man. They're wicked. So with that, hopefully this video was edifying. Until the next one I say, Shalom.